What's up, party people in the house? Alright, guys, let's see what we got going on today. Let's get this. Oh, well, Bane looks great right there. Bainesy, are you ready to do your live stream, baby? You look ready. Let's see. How do I look? Tall enough up in here? Should we get some more light? Let's see. What about that? I think that's good. What do you think, buddy? Okay. Maybe let's turn it a little. Yeah. Just so we don't have. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kick you. Yeah, this looks good. I'm not chopping my head off or anything. All right, awesome. Hey, can you stop licking? That would be great. Stop, babe, stop. Babe, stop. Okie dokie, guys. Got another minute to go. Hey, stop. Stop with all the noise. Where's my block? What is this? Don't care. Is this gonna fall? Maybe let's do this. Totally messed that up. Okay. Okay, so my head's a little chipped off now. Awesome. So let me get this live first really quick. Hey, what is up, guys? How's everyone doing? I am just, messing around with my camera really quick. I want to make sure you guys can see me and, that my head is not getting chopped off. So, yes, you look awesome. So, wonderful. How are you guys doing today? My name is Coco. I am going to guide you through our 12 o'clock beginner flow today. So if you have taken class with me before, then awesome, welcome. It's good to have you back, and if you haven't, then great too. I'm excited to lead this beginner build-a-flow for you guys today, and a build-a-flow is exactly what it sounds like. We're going to start with one set sequence, and then we're just going to kind of build from there, adding on a couple of poses every time we go through the sequence. Eventually going through the sequence 4 times and putting it all together. This way you can kind of feel yourself in the pose several times, just allowing yourself to get a little bit stronger in the pose, starting to notice, your muscles engaging versus when your muscles are not engaging. And since it is a beginner's class, there will be a little more cueing probably the first time that we go through the sequence. So on the right side, there will be a little more cueing just to kind of help you get into it. And then on the left side, since we've already been there before, we'll kind of flow through that a little bit faster, not as much cueing. We are going to start lying on our backs today. So just making your way there however you want to get there in your own time. Just finding a comfortable spot on your mat, taking up as much space as you need to, allowing your body to just start to soften into your space. It is 12 o'clock, so maybe you're on your lunch break, or maybe you're just getting off of work, or maybe you're about to go into work. So you've already kind of probably had a lot of things going on today. Maybe running errands, or just getting up and getting the kids ready to do stuff, getting stuff around the house done. So just allowing your mind to quiet from all of that noise, all of the noise that's already happened in your day, and all of the noise that's going to happen whenever you leave your mat after this class. Reminding yourself that we have no control over the past and no control over the future. The only thing we have control over is right here, right now, this very moment on our mats. If you're needing any extra grounding today, you can place one hand on your heart and your other hand on your belly. Just allowing yourself to feel your breath, noticing where it's coming from, feeling your body rise and fall. Or you can always place both palms face down on the earth, just being able to touch something can bring you a sense of grounding. You can shut down your eyes if you'd like, and just start to come into your space. And by that I mean allowing your mind to quiet, allowing any background noise that you may be hearing, whether it be on my end or on your end, just allowing that to become a part of your practice today. Remembering that your yoga practice is just like your everyday life, just day-to-day things that we do. There's always going to be distractions. There's always going to be things in the background. We're always going to hear little voices in our head. It's what we do with them that counts. So just allowing those things to become a part of your practice today. Just accepting them for what they are. Accepting yourself for who you are right now in this moment. How you're feeling in this moment. Start to notice where your body is connecting to your mat. Where it is connecting to the earth. And then we're just going to start taking some collective inhales and exhales together. So let's all take a nice big inhale. Fill all the way up, fill your chest rise. Grab an extra little sip of air at the top, and then open your mouth. Audible exhale. Let all of that air come out of you. We're going to do 2 more of those. So take another big inhale. Open your mouth. Audible exhale. Very nice, guys. This is going to be our last breath like that. So take your biggest inhale yet. Fill all the way up. Fill your chest. Fill your belly rise. Grab that extra sip of air at the top. This time we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth. Audible exhale. Let it go. Get all of that stale air out of your body. You no longer need it. It no longer serves you. On your next inhale, start to seal up your lips, starting to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. This is going to create our Ujjayi breath. In yoga, our Ujjayi breath is our life force, our breath of fire, if you will. The breath that guides us through class, guides us through the hard times when we feel like we can't hold that pose anymore, or when you notice your mind is starting to wander. This is the breath that you're going to come back to. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Maybe you can even hear your breath in the back of your throat as you're inhaling and exhaling. You can always open your mouth and exhale if you need to get all of that hot air out of your body, or maybe even just catch your breath. But just try to maintain inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose through the remainder of class. Again, always give yourself grace. If you notice that you're breathing through your mouth, then so what? Breathe through your mouth. You know, practice is progress. Every day is going to be different. Consistency is going to be key. Just coming to your mat is all you really need to be doing right now. So just lying here, finding a few more moments of stillness before we begin the physical practice, the physical part of our practice today. Slowly start to bring some awareness back into your space. Just start by bringing some small micro movements, wiggling your toes and your fingers. I always like to brush my thumb over all of my other fingertips. Rock your head from side to side. And then on your next inhale, sending your arms over your head, extending your legs out nice and long, taking a good morning stretch. These feel so good, especially in the middle of the day. And then exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, maybe even bring your forehead into your knees. Just seeing how small of a ball you can roll into. Seeing how tightly you can squeeze yourself. And then exhale, lower your head and shoulders down onto your mat. We're going to tee our arms out. Or if it's more comfortable, you can bend at your elbows like a goalpost. We're going to do some supine twist. So take an inhale to lengthen, and then on your exhale, drop your knees to the right. Your gaze is going to go towards the left. Trying to keep both of your shoulders attached in this posture. So you're pressing both your right and your left shoulder down into your mat. You can use your right palm to press down on your left thigh, just helping you get a little deeper into this stretch. Remembering to breathe. And then inhale, come back to the center. On your exhale, we're just going to switch it out. So knees are going to drop to the left this time. Gaze is going to go towards your right. Same thing. Firmly pressing both of your shoulder blades down into the earth. Left hand can press down onto your right thigh. Lengthening through your spine on your inhales. And then on your exhale, twisting just a little bit more. Nice work, guys. And then inhale, come back to the center. And then we're going to move into our happy baby. So knees stay in your chest. You're just going to weave your arms in between your thighs, reaching for the outer edges of both of your feet, coming into our happy baby. In your happy baby, you want to really press your knees down towards your armpit. The small of your back is firmly pressing down into your mat as well. You do not want that coming up at all. You can find any movement if you'd like, maybe rocking from side to side, or you can always extend through one leg and then extend to the other, maybe even bringing your feet or your leg down to the ground. Just depends on how flexible you are. I am not that flexible. Or you can just find stillness. It is completely up to you. And then we're going to send our left foot into the air and then place our right ankle over our left thigh. And then you're going to gently place your left foot down onto the earth. Place your palms face down on your mat. And then on an inhale, we're coming into a bridge pose. So we're pressing down with our left heel and pushing our hips up towards the ceiling. Really opening up your right hip. So you're pressing your right knee down towards the ground. We're trying to get it parallel with the earth. Not so much shooting it up towards the sky, but opening it up. Nice work. One more breath. Exhale, slowly lower. And then we're we're just going to switch it out. So send your right foot into the sky. Ankle is going to cross over your right thigh this time. And then we're just going to place our right foot down on the ground. Press your right heel into the earth. Inhale, bridge pose. Hips come to the sky. This time we're actively trying to open up our left hip. Notice the difference. Notice that this side probably feels completely different than the other side. I know it does for me. My left hip is very tight today. My right hip was nice and open. This is actually kind of almost painful. Breathe through it if you're feeling any kind of sensations like that. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. And then place your left foot on the ground. And then just windshield wiper your knees out. So you're just allowing your knees to fall from the right and then to the left. Just massaging out your low back. And then we're going to start class with just a couple of core exercises. So you're going to interlace your hands behind your head. Your head can stay on the ground. And then you're going to extend your feet to the bottom of your mat and hover them just a couple of inches off of the end of your mat. We're going to do some scissor kicks. So we're moving from left to right. Head and shoulders can come up if you want, or they can stay down. It's completely up to you. We're here for 20 full seconds. We're over halfway done. We've got 7 more seconds. Breathe through it. 3, 2, 1. Drop your heels down to the earth. Hands can stay here if you want, or if it's more comfortable, you can always place them underneath your back just to give you a little bit of protection. It's completely up to you. So we're going to hover our heels off the bottom of our mat again. This time we're going to do flutter kicks, so we're going up and down. Keep your core fully engaged. Breathe through this. Do not cheat. Do not give up. Push yourself. We're only here for 20 seconds. We're over halfway done. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Knees come to your chest. You can rock from side to side, releasing out your low back. And then inhale, we're going to send both of our feet up into the sky. Toes are active, so they're pointing down towards your face. Head and shoulders come up off of the mat. Core is nice and tight. It's fully engaged. Fingertips extend towards the sky. Your left hand is going to reach for your right foot. Your right hand is going to reach for your left foot. You're alternating, switching sides, moving from your side core. Again, here for 20 seconds. Make sure you keep your legs nice and straight. Moving at your own pace. You can make this as easy or as hard as you want to, but do not give up. Keep moving. Keep breathing. 7 more seconds. You can shake your head yes, shake your head no, releasing any tension if you're having any. 1 more second. Slowly release. Rock from side to side. We're going to do those same exercises 1 more time. We know where we're going, so let's get there. Hands underneath the small of your back, your bottom, or interlaced behind your head. Hover your heels just a few inches off of the mat. Get ready. Scissor kicks. We're here for 20 seconds. Moving from left to right. Toes are pointing out. You're halfway done. Yes, you can. You better not give up. Do not cheat yourself of this exercise. 2 more seconds. Last second. We're going straight to flutter kicks. Yes, you can. We're only here 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds. That's it. Up and down. Core is engaged. Breathe through it. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs go straight up into the air. Toes are active. Get ready. Hands up in the air. Head and shoulders come up. Here for 20 seconds. Alternating sides. Left to right. Moving from your side core. 20 seconds. That's it, guys. 20 seconds and then we're done with core. Breathe through it. Do not give up. Do not give up on yourself. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, last one. Release. Knees come to chest, rock from side to side. And then from here, we're just gonna start to rock and roll the length of our mat, pressing your palms down into the ground, pushing your legs over your head, and then rolling up onto your bottom. Take as many rock and rolls as you need to here. Take at least 2. And then eventually we're gonna cross our ankles and come onto all 4s, coming into our box pose. In your box pose, your shoulders are in line with your wrist, hips are in line with your knees. Fingertips are spread nice and wide. We're gonna roll through some cow cats here. So inhale, drop your belly, tailbone goes up, gaze goes up along with it, squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is our cow. And then exhale, press the earth away, drop your gaze, round your spine. This is our cat. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up for your cow. Don't forget to squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, press the earth away, drop your gaze, round your shoulder blades, cat. Beautiful, we're gonna flow through one more together. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze goes up for your cow. Exhale, round the spine, press the earth away for your cat. Continuing to flow through these at your own pace. Guiding yourself with your breath. Inhaling for your cow, exhaling for your cat. Remember, in your cow, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. And then in your cat, you're pressing your shoulder blades away from each other. 3 more breaths here. Adding on any kind of other movement that feels good for you. So maybe you want to flip your fingertips. Maybe you want to flip your palms, facing your palms face up. You can circle out your hips, pressing down into your left side, and then pressing your bottom down into your right side. Just really going wherever feels good for you. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I know there's no one else for you to look at, so you can't get any other ideas, but really just making this your own. Just allowing your breath to guide you. It doesn't matter how silly you think you look or you feel. Just going wherever feels good. Last breath, wherever you are. A breath is an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine. Core is engaged. It's nice and tight, creating a flat back. And then we're just going to step our feet back, finding our high plank. It's our first high plank of the class. Shoulders are going to be in line with your wrist. Your hips are in line with your shoulders. If you look like I do right now and your belly is dropping down towards the earth, engage your core. Pull your spine up towards the ceiling. Nice. Beautiful. One more breath here in our plank. Inhale, we're going to roll onto our tiptoes, bringing your shoulders over your fingertips. Exhale, lower down halfway. Elbows come into your rib cage. Inhale, pull your chest through. Roll onto the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Your thighs and your shins are up off of your mat right now. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. So our first downward facing dog of the class. Take your time to find it. Pedal into one leg and pedal into the other. Shake your head yes, shake your head no, releasing any tension that you may be having. Keeping your fingertips spread nice and wide. Really pressing into the front part of your palms versus pressing into the back of your palms, where your wrist is connected. Keeping all that weight off of your wrist. Your knees can be bent in your down dog too if you want. They do not have to be straight. Your heels also do not need to be touching the ground. Everyone's down dog is going to be a little bit different. Everybody has different shapes, different sizes. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. As you exhale, slowly walk your feet behind your hands, coming into our ragdoll pose. Allowing your head to hang nice and low.
Your gaze is in between your legs at whatever is behind you. There's several different arm variations you can take. You can grab opposite elbows. You can interlace your hands behind your head, or you can interlace your hands at the small of your back, and then just pressing that fist up towards the air, getting a shoulder stretch. Wherever you go, continue to breathe. Bending your knees as much as you need to create a belly to thigh connection. There should be no gap in between your belly and your thigh. It does not matter how much your knees are bent. What matters is that your belly and your thighs are connecting. You can rock from side to side. Again, shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Just allowing any tension to fall out. And then releasing any bind you have with your hands. Start to heel toe your feet together. Inhale for a halfway lift. Your palms are going to come to your shins. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Gaze is at the ground in front of you. And then exhale, forward fold again. Still keeping that belly to thigh connection. And then tuck your chin on your next inhale. Slowly making your way to standing. Allowing your head to be the last thing that comes up. And then inhale to send your arms up overhead, coming into our first mountain pose. Really rooting down through the ground, rooting down through all four corners of your feet. Squeezing your quads, squeezing your hamstrings. Tucking your tailbone, core is nice and engaged. You're creating one straight line from your heels all the way to the crown of your head. Inhale, send your fingertips up into the sky. Breathe here. Lengthening with your inhales. Staying for your exhales. This time, take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to open it up towards the right. Right arm goes behind you, left goes in front. Your hips are staying square to the front of your mat. Inhale, bring your hands back up to the top. Exhale, open it up to the left. Same thing. Hips stay square. Left arm is behind, right arm is in front. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at your hips. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, find your high plank. Move from your high plank. Shift your shoulders, roll onto your tiptoes. Exhale for your low plank. Elbows come into your rib cage. Inhale, pull that heart through. Press the tops of your feet into the earth, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work, guys. That's our Sun A salutation. We're going to do 2 more of those together. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. As you exhale, hop, step, or jump. Inhale for your halfway lift, palms come to your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, mountain pose. Exhale, open it up towards the right. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, open it up to the left. Back to the center, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands. Exhale, roll through your high to low push-up. Inhale for your upward facing. Exhaling for your downward facing. 1 more together. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. At the bottom of your exhale, travel. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, mountain pose. Exhale, open it up towards the right. Inhale, back to the center. Open it up towards the left. Exhale. Open and come back to the top. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, hinge at your hips, nice flat back. Halfway lift. Inhale, palms come to your shins. Exhale, plant your hands, flow through your vinyasa. Your vinyasa is your high to low push-up. Inhaling for your upward facing, exhaling for your downward facing. 2 breaths here in our downward facing dog. Find some stillness. Fingertips are spread nice and wide. Last inhale, fill all the way up. Open your mouth. Audible exhale, let it go. Drop your knees down to your mat. Come into a child's pose. Knees can be together or the width of your mat. It's completely up to you. Sit your bottom down on your heels, your forehead down on your mat. Taking just a couple of breaths here. If you want to grab a sip of water, go right ahead. Towel off if you need to. Know that child's pose is here for you throughout the remainder of this class. Anytime that you need to take a break, honor your body, listen to it. Take your break and then rejoin the rest of the class. Allow yourself to have left your ego and your expectations at the door, your backyard, your bedroom, anywhere that is not your mat. Leave your ego, leave your expectations there. Allow yourself to just be exactly where you are today, to feel exactly how you feel today, and be okay with that. Be okay with exactly where you are. Give yourself grace and remind yourself you are trying your best. That's all we can ever do, is just try our best. Take one more inhale, fill all the way up. Open your mouth. Let it go. Inhale, press yourself into your tabletop pose. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, guys, let's get this party started. Inhale, send your right foot into the sky. Exhale, right knee comes to your nose. Round through your spine, engage your core. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg goes high. One more time. Exhale, right knee comes to nose. Maybe you can tap it. And then exhale, gently place your right foot in between your palms. We're going to drop our back knee, untuck our back toes. Low crescent lunge. Fingertips go to the sky. Your shoulders are in line with your hips. Fingertips are up towards the air. Right knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, squeezing your inner thighs together. So you're actively squeezing your hamstring on the right, squeezing your quad on the left, and squeezing both of your glutes. Breathe through it. Big inhale. Exhale, open arm twist towards the right. Keep your hips square to the front of your mat. Make sure that your right knee is still going straight, that it's not going over to the right or to the left. Nice adjustments. Inhale, high crescent lunge, fingertips to the sky. Tuck your left toes. Your right knee is going to stay exactly where it is. On an inhale, extend your left leg. High crescent lunge. Beautiful, guys. You may need to bring your left foot up or take it back out just a little bit. Take your time. Align yourself. There's never any rush. So again, your back leg is nice and straight. Right knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. We're still engaging the same muscles. Right hamstring, right glute, left quad, left glute. Breathe through it. One more inhale. Exhale, we're going to spin on our back foot, warrior 2. So your left toes are pointing towards the left now. Right knee still bent at a 90-degree angle. Check in with your arms. Your wrist should be in line with your shoulders. So if your arms are down a little bit lower, just go ahead and bring them in line with your shoulders. Nice adjustments. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, relaxing them down and away from your ears. Gaze is over your right fingertips. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Recommit to the bend in your left knee. Lunge just a little bit deeper. Nice. Stay strong. Breathe through this. One more inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands. Frame your right foot. Step your right foot back. Flow through your vinyasa. Moving from your high plank to your low plank. Inhaling for your upward facing. Exhaling for your downward facing. Nice work, guys. One breath in your down dog. Take a big inhale. Open your mouth. Let it go. Left side. Inhale, send your left foot into the sky. Exhale, left knee comes to your nose. Round through your spine. Core is engaged here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left foot goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. See if you can get a little bit closer this time. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, gently place your left foot in between your palms. Drop your right knee. Untuck your right toes. Low crescent lunge. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Same thing, different side, guys. Left knee's bent at a 90-degree angle. This time we're engaging through our left hamstring, our left quad, yes, our left glute. Right quad, right glute. Engage your muscles. Breathe through it. Find your stability. Core is nice and engaged. One more inhale. Exhale, open arm twist towards the left this time. Stay for a breath. Inhale back to your low crescent. So you're facing the front of your mat now. You're going to tuck your right toes this time. Left knee stays exactly where it is. Inhale, extend through your right leg. High crescent lunge. Beautiful. Know that in the start, your high crescent lunge might be here. Eventually, you want to get your high crescent lunge to where your hamstring is parallel with the ground. Eventually, you'll get deeper and deeper in your lunges. But for now, just feel your muscle engagement. Still squeezing through the same muscles. Left hamstring, left glute, right quad, right glute. One more inhale, lengthen and extend. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Spinning onto your right foot this time. Right toes are facing towards the right. Left knee is still bent at a 90-degree angle. Check in with your arms. Make sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders. If not, just pull them up a little bit. Nice. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Here for 2 more breaths. Yes, you can. Gaze is over your left fingertips. Breathe through it. Last inhale. Stay for that exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, frame your left foot. Step your left foot back. Flow through your vinyasa. Moving from your high plank to your low plank. Inhaling for your upward facing. Exhaling for your downward facing. Nice work, guys. All right, so that's our sequence. We're gonna roll through that again, but this time we're gonna add on. One breath here in our down dog. Inhale, right foot goes high. Exhale, right knee comes to nose, round through your spine. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, plant your right foot in between your palms. Find your runner's lunge. Your runner's lunge is back legs nice and straight, right knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Find your balance. Squeeze your inner thighs together. On an inhale, high crescent lunge. Fingertips go to the sky. We're skipping the low crescent this time. So back leg is nice and straight, right knee is still bent at a 90-degree angle. See if you can lunge just a little bit deeper. Nice. One more inhale. Move as slowly as you need to. Open it up. Open arm twist towards the right. Moving from your core. Checking in with your left leg. Is it still nice and straight? Are you still bending through your right knee? One more breath here. Yes, you can. Breathe through it. Inhale. High crescent lunge. Fingertips to the sky. Exhale. Open it up. Moving straight into your warrior two. Beautiful warrior twos. Nice, strong warrior arms. Gaze is over your right fingertips. Adding on here. Inhale to reach your right palm forward. And then exhale, side angle. So left fingertips go to the sky. Your right elbow is going to rest on your right thigh. Your chest is nice and open. Left shoulder is pressing up towards the ceiling. If you notice that you're caving down towards your mat, just peel your chest back up. Open your heart. Gaze at your left thumb. If this feels good, maybe slide your arm down your right leg just a little bit, taking it off of your thigh, or just staying there. Breathe here, guys. Core is nice and engaged. Check in with your right leg. Breathe in into that lunge. Beautiful. Don't let yourself get lazy. One more breath here. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, spin on your back foot, high crescent lunge. So we've been here before. We know what our high crescent feels like. Adjust your stance if you need to. Bump your left leg in or out. Breathe through it. One more inhale. Chair pose. Left foot comes to the front of your mat. So you're taking one big step if you can. If not, if you have to take a couple of steps to get to your chair pose, then so be it. Take the couple of steps. Remember, you left your ego at the door. Allowing yourself to be exactly where you are in your practice. Allowing yourself to progress. Squeeze your knees, squeeze your inner thighs together. Both of your glutes should be fully engaged. Tailbone is tucked. Belly button is towards your spine, meaning your core is engaged. Fingertips to the sky. Nice. You should be able to see all 10 toes. Take a look down. If you cannot, just shift your weight back. Nice adjustments. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, flow through your vinyasa. Vinyasas are optional, guys. You can always skip your vinyasa, going straight back to a downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, send your left foot into the sky. Exhale, left knee comes to your nose, round through your spine. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your left foot in between your palms. Find your footing. Squeeze your inner thighs. High crescent lunge. Inhale. Fingertips to the sky. So strong, guys. One more inhale. Exhale, open it up to the left, moving as slowly as you need to for that transition. Check in with your left knee. Deepen your lunge. Make sure your left knee is still straight. Make sure it's not going towards the left or to the right of your mat. Inhale, come back to your high crescent only as a transition. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Recommit to the bend in your left knee. Gaze is over your left fingertips. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale, reach, reach, reach forward with your left fingertips. Side angle, exhale. Left forearm comes onto your left thigh. Right fingertips are to the sky. Same thing as the other side. Right shoulder is actively pressing up towards the sky. Your heart is shining open. If this feels good, then maybe take your forearm off of your thigh and extend it down towards your leg, pointing your fingertips towards your left ankle. One more breath here. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Be mindful of your lunge. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Big transition here, guys. One more inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Right foot comes to the front of your mat. Exhale, sink into your chair. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Squeeze your knees. Squeeze your glutes just a little bit tighter. Sit just a little bit tighter. Sit a little bit lower. Yes, you can. Fingertips can be to the sky, or your hands can be at heart center, whichever feels good for you. Exhale, sit just a little bit lower. Make sure you can see all 10 of those toes. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back, flow through your vinyasa. All right, guys, this is going to be our last progression of this sequence. We're adding on our last pose. So let's, from your downward facing dog, drop down to your knees. Take a child's pose. Take a quick break. Grab a sip of water if you need. Towel off. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Reconnect with your breath. Take deep inhales and then equal exhales. Nice job. Come back to your child's pose if you've gone out of it. We're going to lie here for one more breath. Rock your forehead from side to side. Just massaging out your third eye. And then inhale, press yourself back into your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog, exhale. All right, guys, you got this. One breath here, now we're down dog. Take a big inhale, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, let it go. Inhale, send your right foot into the sky. Exhale, plant your right foot in between your palms, runner's lunge. High crescent lunge, inhale. Very nice, so strong, so strong. Back leg is still nice and straight, right knee is at a 90-degree angle. One more inhale, exhale, open it up towards the right. Yes, so strong. Give yourself grace. If you're wobbly here, it just means you're growing. Inhale, high crescent lunge, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Keep the bend in your right knee. Gaze is over your right fingertips. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Remember to give yourself grace. If you still need to rest your right arm on your right thigh, then rest it there. You'll get stronger. One more breath here. Stay with me. Last exhale. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, high crescent lunge. You're facing the front of your mat now. Only here for a breath. Stay for that exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Left foot comes to the front of your mat. Exhale, sit just a little bit lower. We've been here twice now already. Squeeze, keep squeeze. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale, sit just a little bit lower. Keep your chest nice and proud. Core is engaged. You don't want to be folding over. You want your heart to be nice and proud, shining towards the front of your mat. One more inhale. Stay for that exhale. Inhale, come all the way to standing mountain pose. Left leg comes up, one-legged mountain. Your left knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Left toes are active, so they're pointing up towards your face. If you're wobbly, bring your hands to your heart center. Allow yourself to find that balance first. Breathe. Find yourself a drishti. Find that focal point. Find something that is not moving. One more inhale. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Squeeze both of your glutes. Core is engaged. Exhale, standing twist. Right palm comes to your left knee. Left arm extends behind you. Move as slowly as you need to for this transition. If you have to do it a couple of times, then do it a couple of times. It's not a big deal. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. Practice is progress. One more breath here. Even if you fell out of it, you still have time to get back in. Slowly and with control, one-legged Tadasana. Inhale, come back to the front of your mat. Left leg stays lifted. Find your balance. Keep your hands at your heart. Don't rush yourself. One more inhale. Exhale, left ankle is coming over your right thigh. So you're in a figure four stretch right now. Find your balance. Left toes are still active. Exhale, take a seat. Grounding down through your right leg. So your right quad. Your right hamstring, your right glute is fully engaged right now. Again, find yourself that focal point. Find something that is not moving. If you're wobbly, remember you're just growing. That's all it is. It's a good thing. You get right back in. One more breath here. Inhale, mountain pose. Left foot hits the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Hinging at your hips. Inhale for your halfway lift. Plant your hands. Flow through your vinyasa. Nice work, guys. Inhaling for your up. Exhaling for your down. One breath. Open it up. Left side. Inhale, send your left foot into the sky. Exhale, plant your left foot in between your palms. Find your footing. High crescent lunge. Inhale. Only here for one breath. That's a full inhale. Staying for our exhale. Don't get lazy. Exhale, open it up towards the left this time, moving as slow as you need for that transition. If you're still wobbly in it, remember, you had no expectations of this class. All practice is progress. Inhale, high crescent lunge. You're facing the front of your mat again. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Nice transitions. Notice that maybe you're feeling a little bit stronger. Maybe you're feeling a little bit wobbly, a little more wobbly. It's not bad. Neither one is right, neither one is wrong, neither one is bad, neither one is good. It's all progress. It's all practice. Inhale to reach with your left hand. Exhale, side angle. Again, staying here with your forearm on your thigh, or maybe trying to progress your left hand down your left leg. Wherever you go, keep your heart nice and proud. Your shoulders pressing up towards the ceiling. You don't want to be caving forward towards your mat. One more breath. Stay for that exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, spin on your back foot. High crescent lunge. Here we go, guys. Stay for that exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Right foot comes to the front of your mat. Exhale, sit just a little bit lower. We're here for 3 full breaths. Yes, you can. Go inward. Listen to your breath. Even if you want to cuss at me, call me names, whatever it takes for you to get through these next 3 breaths, you can do this. Believe in yourself. Exhale, sit just a little bit lower. This is our last breath. Inhale, come all the way to standing. This time, right leg comes with you. One-legged mountain. Again, find your balance. Place your hands in between your heart. Right knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Right toes are active. Inhale to lengthen. When you are ready, open it up on an exhale. Standing twist. Right palm to your left knee. Right arm extends behind you. If you're wobbling, that's right. You get right back into it. You don't give up. You don't quit. You keep trying. The way you react to things on your yoga mat is the way you react to things in life. Give yourself a fighting chance. Last breath here. With control, slowly come back to the front of your mat. Right leg stays floating. Inhale, mountain pose. Right foot hits the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Vinyasa, or skip it. Remember, you can always skip that vinyasa. Take a breath here in your down dog. Fill all the way up. Let it go. Inhale, send your right foot into the sky. Exhale, setting up for our half pigeon. So on your half pigeon, you want to get your right shin as parallel to the front edge of your mat as you can. Your right knee is behind your right hand. Your right ankle is behind your left hand. It does not have to be completely parallel. If it's at 45 degrees, it's at 45 degrees. What have I been saying the whole class? That's right. Practice is progress. Accept where you are in your practice today. Check in with your back leg. Look over your left and your right shoulder. Make sure it's somewhere in between your mat. Take an inhale. Square your hips to the front of your mat. You don't want to be moving to the left or to the right too much. On your exhale, slowly walk your hands out in front of you, folding over your right leg. Coming onto your forehead, your forearms, a block, a pillow, a book, whatever is accessible to you. Allowing your head to hang nice and low. If sleeping pigeon is not your jam, you can always come onto your back, coming into a reclined pigeon. You're just going to be placing your right ankle over your left thigh, interlacing your hands behind your left leg, and then just pulling your left leg towards you. Same stretch, different sensation. It's just not as intense. Whichever one you choose to go to. Allow yourself to just be. Allow yourself to just feel exactly how you're feeling right now. Remind yourself that the only thing that you need to be doing, the only thing that you have to worry about is breathing. Taking deep inhales. Equal length exhales, and just allowing your body to soften, allowing yourself to let go. There's nothing that you need to be holding on to right now. Taking 2 more breaths here. If you are ready to come out, you can always come out sooner. You can also stay longer if you'd like. At the bottom of your second exhale, start to slowly walk your hands back underneath you, pressing your shoulders up off of the mat. And then if you would like, you can come into a quad stretch here. So you're just going to simply bend your left knee. Your toes are pointing towards the sky. If that feels good, awesome. If you want a little more, you can reach for your foot with your left hand. And just gently pulling your left foot a little bit closer to your left glute. If you're in your reclined pigeon, you can do this if you want, or you can just stay on your back. It's completely up to you. When you are ready, releasing your foot down to the earth, and then gently pressing yourself into a 3-legged dog. Taking some hip circles, or maybe placing your foot on the ground and just kind of rocking back and forth. Just taking any kind of movement that feels good for you. Everyone's going to be different on what they need to counteract their half pigeons. And then eventually making your way back into a downward facing dog. Again, if you're on your back, you can just stay there unless you want to come into a down dog. It's totally up to you. Inhale, send your left foot into the sky this time. On your exhale, half pigeon on the left side, or reclined pigeon on the left side. Same thing. Trying to get your shin as parallel as you can to the front of your mat. Checking in with that back leg, making sure it's nice and straight. Squaring the hips off to the front of your mat. And then as you exhale, walking your palms out in front of you and folding over your left leg. Noticing that this side probably feels different from the other side. Maybe you're way more stretchy and ooey gooey on this side. Or maybe you're way more tighter. Same thing, take your deep inhales and then equal length exhales. Scan your body. See if there's anywhere that you can release. Notice if there's anywhere that you're holding on to some tension. Just allow yourself to just let it go. To just let it float down the river like waves. Removing your tongue from the roof of your mouth, creating a space in between the top and the bottom row of your teeth. And then just relaxing your eyebrow. Two more breaths here. As always, you can stay longer or come out earlier. It's completely up to you. And after your second exhale, just slowly walking your hands back up, coming back underneath your shoulders, and then taking your quad stretch on this side if you did so on the other side. So just bending your right knee, toes to the ceiling. If that feels good, you want a little more, reach for your right foot. Gently pulling your right foot just a little bit closer to your glute. Ooh. You guys feel that in your quad? I totally do. And then releasing your foot back down to the earth. Gently making your way into a three-legged dog. If you're on your back, again, same option as the other side. Making your hip circles or taking any kind of movement that you need. Going wherever you need to go. Knowing that there's no right or wrong movement. And then making your way into a downward facing dog. If you would like to flow through one last vinyasa, that option is yours. Otherwise, make your way onto your bottom with your legs extended out in front of you. We're just going to do one more teensy little bit of core work. I know, it's not going to be that bad, I promise. So extend your legs nice and long. Extend your arms out in front of you, almost as if you were reaching for your toes. And then slowly lower, using only your core and your legs to eventually make your way all the way down on your back. Laying down the length of your mat. We only have one more pose left today, guys. That's the most important pose in class. Our final resting pose. So grabbing any sip of water, brushing away any hair, maybe re-pulling your hair back, turning out the lights, getting an incense, some essential oil, doing anything that you need to be able to quiet your mind for the next 2 minutes. Taking a towel or a shirt and placing them over your eyes if you'd like. Taking up as much space as you need to here. Spreading your arms and legs out nice and wide. Letting your feet flop over to the side. Gently shutting your eyes down. Again, if you're still needing extra grounding, placing your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your belly. Or placing both of your palms face down. Let's all take one final inhale together. Breathe in all the love, all of the hope, all of the positivity. And then open your mouth. Let something that is not serving you go. Let it go. Expand your belly. Get all of that stale air out of you. I'm going to leave you guys in Shavasana today. Again, my name is Coco. Thank you so much for joining me for the beginner flow today with Black Swan Yoga. You can donate if you would like. It's definitely not mandatory, but if you want to,
You can donate through the link on our website or our Instagram page. As always, the light in me sees the light in you. Shavasana. Have a wonderful day. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you would like. You earned it. You worked so hard today. Thank you, and I love you. Bye.